All right. Yep. Dip, 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 dip. All right. Looks like YouTube's up. Oh, wow. Somebody in here already? Ooh. Yikes. Scared me. Ah. All right. Patreon. Greetings. All right. All right. We are noon straight up. All right. Well, first things first, right? www.patreon.com/Keith MF Walker for high quality content, membership options, tiered levels that will get you into exclusive content and swag giveaways. By the way, uh, swag's coming. And like I've shared before, if you are, hi, baby, um, if you are on one of those contributing tiers in Patreon, the new swag that's coming in will be yours free as part of my gratitude for you hanging out and being a part of this. So I'll be hitting you guys up when that shows up. And again, I got confirmation today that it's in the mail. So it's on the way. Here comes the goodies. Yay. All right. And then, yeah. And obviously, for everybody else, you will be able to go to the website www.keithmfwalker.com, right? And you'll be able to get to the swag that way. So, today's episode, Real Talk with Keith motherfucking Walker in the house, is I threw a couple memos out this morning with the readings, with the gratitude. Excuse me, check in. And basically, you guys are dictating the show. I just threw it out there as like topic discussion, question answer, all that kind of stuff. So I had some response. So that's where we're going to start today, is responding to some of that. So Sonia, I don't know where you're at. If you're around, hopefully, or your friends, we're going to start with let's see. Sonia sent me in a few questions, and yeah, I'll start here. Like the last question comment she has is talk about how I am just more awesome than you. Okay, that was quick. Next. Oh, you're a fucking rock star, Sonia. You are the shit. I appreciate the hell out of you. And, you know, we may be crossing paths here again shortly, right? Mm. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's funny. If you see Pam posting Pigeon Water Blaster as far as her gratitude, oh my gosh, see, there I'm already off track. Yeah, basically, she loves to feed the birds, the little ones. But then we have this fucking freeloader flock of nasty ass pigeons that just hang around and wait for the little birds to knock all the bird seed out and all that shit. And, you know, what started with a few of them hanging out has turned into like literally there's been a time or two when I've counted 50 in the fucking backyard pigeons. And she's like, yeah, no bueno. And so we've had to try to figure out a way to address half of the bird situation. And we appear to have got it. It's like this motion sensor sprinkler thing. So whenever a big fat lazy bird comes across the motion detector, it's like, and it freaks them all out, and they all fly away. You know, it's just water. But they're just dumb birds, so they haven't figured it out. So they just freak out and bail. And then the little ones come back, and they can goof around because they're too small to trigger it. So at least day one, it's perfect. So it's been fun to watch them be pissed off because it's like, you know, one or two of them will come down and they might miss they might get away with it for a second, and then the rest of them are like, it looks good to us. So they all fly down, and then and they all fly away, and they all go back up in the fucking telephone wires and look all judgmental and shit for a while until they try again. And anyway, there you go. That's that. All right. So um, back to what do we got? All right. So Sonia asks, what keeps you motivated today? Well, the show. Fuck yeah, right? I mean, okay. That's one thing. It's a lot. Um, there's a lot of things that keep me motivated, and obviously it's just like I love to play. I'm happy as shit to be here and be a part of the gig, and I love life, and good, bad, or indifferent. It's all very entertaining, and never a dull moment, and all of that good shit, and all of you, and like I said, in particular, like this in this moment, what we're doing right here is fucking is it great. It, booting the ass every day, like keeps me it gives me direction, right? This is every day at noon, so at least I have that on the schedule. Excuse me. I get feedback from you guys that there's something meaningful going on here. It's like, okay, cool, I'm in, I'm all in on that, and so it's worth continuing through whatever else is going on. And so there's that. The list could go on for hours. There's a lot motivating about this life. And some of the things that you quote unquote sort of have to do, things that you want to do, things that you can do, things that, all the above. It all, it all is going to boil down to, again, is like, what do I want? And it's like, well, I want to do things. I want to participate. I want to have a lot of fun. And so, I mean, that really dictates the specifics of some of that stuff. But yeah, I don't know what keeps you motivated today. There's a comment box. Anybody who's out there watching, any of you guys, throw down what keeps you motivated. If anything, share your experience, strength, and hope. It's Q&A day, right? Everybody's an active participant. So um, while I get into the next question, why don't all of y'all type in one thing that keeps you motivated? Let's see if anybody's motivated to do that. All right. All right, let's see. I'll come back to Sonia if I need to here at one point. So, and then I had Mary motherfucking Most Stellar pop in and give a gratitude check in, and then come back and throw down. So let's see. Let's see what you got. Let's see. Well, there's a few questions here. Um, I mean, I don't know. It kind of fits in on the same type following through that motivation and all that. How do you find gratitude during the darkest moments? And I will be honest with you. Um, I'm really like my gratitude starts with not having dark moments, for lack of a better. I mean, there's things that happen, but if you're talking like dark, um, that's just again a benefit of being clean, being in recovery for a period of time. There's my sell point, right? To anybody else out here who's not there, is over time, it's like it's easier. Ooh, I hate to use that word, right? Well, it's just part of the recovery process. Like I don't tolerate dark. I'm no good at it. I don't like it. And so, again, it's not like every day is unicorn shit and rainbows or any of that, but trying to stay out of the funky. And again, the toolbox gets bigger. We get better at using the tools over a period of time. So that that makes that answering that question a lot easier. Now let's rewind, right? And again, it's keeping it simple. It can be very much fake it till you make it, right? If you've heard that phrase before. And, it's a conscious thing. Again, like recovery is practice, and there's a reason why we do this shit every day. Or, they suggest early in recovery, you go to meetings every day, you call somebody in recovery every day, you hang out, you read something, you do something, get your hands on something recovery oriented every day. And the purpose of that again is so that we stay in that attitude of gratitude, right? I mean, if we are busy and active in our recovery, we're kind of, if we like pay attention, it's like, oh, there's always something to be grateful for. Does that make sense? Is that helpful? um and like I said, even fake it till you make it stuff is just, I mean, it's not it's not really a fake it, but I've shared that. Hey lady, how you doing, Sonia? um I've shared it before. Like, I wake up every morning, again, aware of the fact that I have no business being here. The 80s should have killed me, and for a lot of reasons, and they didn't. So every day is a gift. And though that sounds cliche or lame or any of that, or redundant, or again, you take that for granted over time, etc. It's like, no, it's real shit. And what I will tell you is that most days I just kind of, hey, notice and walk by it, for lack of a better way to put it. But I'll tell you what, the days that I struggle or have a struggle, like I grab onto that shit, and it's as real as fucking anything. Because it's an instant check yourself. Like, oh, I'm having, oh, this sucks, oh, this. And it's just like, again, consciously aware of the fact, it's like, bro, you have no business being here. Like, get over it. And I do pretty quick. It's like, fuck it. Like, here we go. Um, so I see you just bounced in, Sonia. I don't know how long you've been here. I already answered one of your questions. So if you missed it, you'll have to go back and rewind it. I also told everybody why you're so much more awesome than I am. And that took like a half a second. Asshole. But anyway, so again, that was a Mary question. I don't know if you're around to see it. I hope you check it out at some point. And so, what else do we got in here? Anybody else? Like, if you are bouncing in a room and you got something in particular, topic, discussion, question, whatever, thought, let me know. Otherwise, I get to bounce back, and so I'll go to another one of Sonia's questions that I got from her, and this will dovetail nicely off the last one. How do you push through the hard times, cravings, urges? So again, it looks like, I mean, I'll just address hard times and just like following up with Mary's questions, like, staying grateful through hard stuff, and how do you do that? Um and how do you push through hard times? Is gratitude is a great tool for that. Now, when you're talking directly, when you say hard times and like cravings and urges, how do I deal with that? Well, I mean, everybody's got a different story, right? And I I I don't know. I feel like lucky, for lack of a better way to put it. Like, I don't know, when we talk about like substance use in particular, which I think you're probably asking about, Sonia, for like you and your crew. I you know, I think they're just, hopefully there comes a time when we are, when we're just done, right? It's just like our using career is a failure and we are done. And so for some people that's immediate, for some people that happens over a period of time. I I mean, if you're successful staying clean, I mean, you got to kind of get there at some point. White knuckling is, it's hard. That's hard. And I don't have great answers for that, except I don't recommend it. Um, we, um, fuck, I don't know. I know when I didn't have to deal with it. Like, at least as far as that goes. Now, what I will say is there are, again, like, what's the new drug? Like, there's always something, right? And what I will say is there's been plenty of other things in life that have been potentially problematic or something like that, obsessive, compulsive kind of behaviors, thinking, or all that kind of stuff. I mean, there's, again, it's like, for me, like, recovery is replacement therapy. So it's like, how many concert tickets can I buy, right? Um, and things like that, and that can be problematic. And so I don't know. I'm bouncing around quite a bit, but I will say again what I recommend. What I if I'm going to answer it, me personally, not an issue. How can you push through the hard times, cravings and urges, all that kind of stuff? There was one. It's like, picture craving as, because it's the worst, right? I mean, that is the biological feature of addiction that normal people don't understand. And it can be so bad that it's just like, if I don't get high, I'm going to die. And while probably not true, you might feel that way, right? And so if you feel that way, then you're going to react, and you're going to behave as such. But as you have the craving, picture it as, being on the beach as a wave. It comes in, it builds up, it gets big, and then it crashes. Like, you peak out, crashes, and then, kind of rumbles in the white foam, and it's mellow, and then it goes back out to sea and all that kind of stuff. A good craving will last 20 minutes. So, can you hold on to your ass for 20 minutes and not succumb to that? I mean, that's, sometimes it is that. Um, and we get better at that as we are successful with that. And, it's, and it will over time get to be less and less. It just does. Like, if we do not bow down to that and feed that machine, then things trigger less. It's not as impactful. We get a little more used to that. And again, once we figure out that cravings are not permanent, like, I'm not going to feel like this forever, right? Um, then we can kind of get through it a little better. A lot of other techniques. Let me read. Let's see what Pam's got in here. Pam says early in recovery, she used to spend, oh, fuck, I remember that. used to spend hours putting on makeup before a meeting because she didn't know what else to do and would be wanting to use so bad. I walked into meetings, looked like a clown, but I was clean. Aw. Uh, she'd call her sponsor. Oh, this is a good one too. She'd call her sponsor and she'd tell me to clean my toilet, make my bed, call people off the list. I cried a lot, paced a lot, but I didn't use no matter what. I have no idea how I made it through that time in my life, except people that had gone before me held my hand. Perfect. I mean, yes, those are probably even better answers than I put out. Um, yeah, because Pam was like her early recovery was a little more anxious than mine. Sounds like went to 3 meetings every day, right? I mean, fuck, we were lucky. We got clean in Southern California in a pseudo metropolis. So there was lots of fucking meetings around, and so we did a shitload. And why not? I mean, it's you know, I heard early in recovery is like if you want to be successful, do recovery like you did your dope, and that was like all day, every day, right? So it would make sense to if you want the opposite of using and losing, like fucking grinning and winning all day long. So go lots of meetings, hang out with the new crew, people who are not getting high, etc. All right, how do I navigate? Another one from Sonia. How do you navigate resentment, forgiveness, and show grace? Fuck that shit. Fuck that. I don't. I'm kidding. I didn't mean to scare you with that. Um, again, this is part we get better at it as time goes on. We get practiced at it. It's part of our own personal recovery. If you're doing step work, if you guys are familiar, like with 12-step stuff, if you're not, you should, whether you're think you need it or not. 12-step like recovery is a human condition, right? Anyway, um, there's a lot of going through that process where again the mirror is pointed at you. So you're dealing with your own history, you're dealing with your own resentments, um, you're learning how to forgive yourself as well as others. What else? Show grace again to yourself, allow yourself to be imperfect and have been imperfect and will continue, but we're trying to do the best we can as far as that goes. So, I mean, that's part of it for me is like, I don't expect to get what I'm not given, if that makes sense. So if I feel like the world needs to forgive me, I should probably be forgiving. How's that? Does that make sense? And that's part of the process as well. The give and take, resentment. Again, if again, don't expect a lack of unless you're willing to let some things go, right? Like you would expect or you would hope people would let some of your shortcomings and whatnot go as well. And again, grace comes with everything. Is just just that acceptance that all is imperfect, but it's doing the best it can in a lot of different ways, and allowing that. So I don't know if that's the greatest of answers. I don't know. I'm trying here. Let's see. Let me go back. Let's see what else I got in here. What else? Mary had another one. Yeah, I mean, I guess that goes into one that she tips and tricks to reframing negative experiences. Um, I guess that's some of it. Again, first, reframing is just reframing. It's only a negative experience if I decide to perceive it as such. Um, let's say part of getting through some of that stuff or dealing with that is, quite often we go through things in our lives and we're like, that sucks. Like in the moment, it's like fucking really bad, or this sucks, or any of that good stuff. And, but a year later, you might reflect on it and go, wow, that was the best thing that could happen. Right. And so what we thought was bad was actually really good. Right. And I've shared that any number of ways. And that doesn't change. It just, I mean, that's still the great answer. The bottom line is what, excuse me, whatever's going on today, if you are struggling with it, will not be what you are dealing with in a year. It just won't. Life will be much different. And so, again, I don't I don't spend a lot of time judging things that are happening. You guys that are following us, you know what's going on. Like we got some big life changes coming up. Cool. Um, yeah, I could sit and wallow or freak or any of that kind of stuff, and it's like, it's hey, there's unknowns and there's effort coming onto my plate, but it's not like I fucking have anything else to do. Um, oh, hi, Mary. You are hanging around. Good. Okay. Well, I hope that was a decent answer. Mary says, if you guys are in another room, devastated when her hospice career ended. Yet without that, I would have never gotten here. Right? I mean, fuck, we just don't know. But I will say, like I'm super chill with that. But fuck, I've been playing this game like in the recovery lane for 40 fucking years. Like I'm used to shit working out because here I am, right? And it's not because I'm fucking. It just does. Like the universe. This is how it operates, and it just continues to do that. But early in the game, I guarantee it. So this is why the things like we recommend. Again, being in recovery, going to meetings, hanging out with people, walking the path that people have walked before you. Having to get in the middle. People in the middle don't fall off the edge of whatever it is. And and until you get some time to practice putting these principles to work and forcing the universe to do what it promises. That's kind of the way I look at it some days. It's just like, you know, the universe told me it loved me and it was going to take care of me if I fucking put half-ass effort into it. And so, do it. And you know what? It always does. And so there you go. Like, that's kind of how that's all worked for us, and so again, it just, with every passing situation, again, I use the word easy. Not my favorite, like you guys know that, but it does. Like it's just, here we go again. Okay, cool. Like what's the next journey? What's the next thing? So um yeah, there you go. When life throws a curveball, how do you catch it? Says Mary. It's like I don't catch it. I swing. I go for the fences, baby. You're gonna hang a curveball on me? It's like I'm going yard, bitch. I mean, that's the first thing I thought of is the baseball. You know what? Like, is there not? I mean, does it ever not do that? Like, life is a myriad of curveballs. It's just, yeah. How do you? Um, you just do. You don't have a choice. Like you get to. I mean, you can fight it all you want, but it's still a curveball, and you still get to deal with it. Again, this gets simpler with practice. curveball after curveball after curveball, and navigating the curveball, having some success. So the next time around, it's like, oh fuck, here comes the curveball. Okay, not sure how that's going to work out, but last time it worked out. So, okay, let's go with that. If that makes sense. Again, this is, um, again, how do you do it the first time? That's the thing. And again, that's why you have people in your life. Hopefully, if you don't, go get some. If you're here in this room, you got some, because everybody in this room, um, right? Pam says, "Oh my God, remember our first flat tire?" Yeah, world was ending for sure. Oh my God, that's how interesting is that? Yeah, I mean, everything. Yeah, in early recovery, everything was a fucking huge world ending. It was this big because it was all new, right? It was the first time of really dealing with life on life's terms. Overwhelming. Ooh, there's excuse me, that word, overwhelming. But yeah, it was because we'd spent so much of the first parts of our lives not addressing issues. And so, when it came issue time, then for the first time in a long time or ever, we had to start dealing with it. But again, it's the beauty of it. I guess that's just, I mean, the point I share is like, I don't have a fucking magic wand that makes it go away or is easy immediately. Like, that's not happening. But what I share with you is like, this gets better. Don't want to use that word because somebody will hold you to it. It gets different. You decide what that actually means. But again, practice, 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 right? And just, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That as well. So if you got tools in the toolbox, make sure you are breaking them out and using them. So there you go. Just checking all my stuff to see if anybody else is popping in. Okay. Hi, Pam. She's in my messenger as well. She's all over the place. Cool. Um, and so I will throw this out there real quick one more time. Anybody got any passing thoughts or comments or feedback, questions, any of that? As I go to wrap things up again, go to the website, www.keithmfwalker.com. Little articles, little notes, swag. Drop me a memo. I don't know, play around with it. Shoot me your comments and thoughts. When you get done with this, make sure you hit the fucking share button or whatever it is. Tell your friends. We're trying to build some shit here. And yeah, so that's how it happens, is one new view at a time, right? And if this is helpful, beneficial, like I said, why wouldn't you tell people you care about? And if you're in here, it's cool. So get on it, right? And we will be back. I mean, tomorrow, reading, morning gratitude check-in, lunch hour, real talk with Keith motherfucking Walker, and any other motherfuckers in here right now. Feel free to continue that if you're interested. Other thoughts, comments, concerns. If you have questions, if you have topic content that you're interested in sharing or you want to hear about, feel free. Like I said, if you want to be part of the show, let me know and I can have you call in. Or if you, I can do Zoom and do a split screen gig on YouTube. I figured out how to do that. So if you want to look half-assed professional and be cool like that, hit me up. And other than that, have a great day. All right. Catch you next show. Later.